What's up, dudes? So, today, instead of playing games, I'm going to go on to the PTR. We're going to play around with Whitemane and Junkrat. PTR games are impossible to find for those of us who don't have streams and huge followings of people to go into custom games with. So, we're looking at Whitemane right now, and I'll do another video after this one about Junkrat, but I picked out a couple build paths that I think are going to make sense for the character. I don't know which ones specifically are going to be the best, even though it's looking like she's going to take a very auto-attacky direction for her go-to build. But she's got a couple different ways to go as it is right now, and we'll go through those. There's a couple that I like. Auto-attacking isn't exactly my favorite way to play a healer, but I can see where it's good. The one that I like right now, though, is going to start off with Righteous Flame. What this is going to do is cause our E, Searing Lash, to do more damage. It's going to deal 25%. If the person is slow, rooted, stunned, or silenced, it's going to do 50% more, which is going to basically bleed into Whitemane's heals, so she's going to heal harder the more damage that she's doing. So that's super good. Teammates with CC are going to help you out there, and you can also proc this on your own by hitting your W on a target first and then hitting your E. In case you're not aware, they added Clemency, which used to be a level 1 talent, I think, for Whitemane, to her 1, so it's just baseline, and you can heal somebody with this now by putting the button on them. Weirdly enough, this has a 12-second cooldown, while your W, Inquisition, which is the one that you use to deal damage, has a 14-second cooldown. And they do share the cooldown, but whichever button you hit is going to be the cooldown that it uses. So if you use this one, it's only 12. If you use this one, it's 14. Seems a little bit weird, but I'm not a game designer, so maybe it's intentional. Who knows? Our Q, Desperate Plea, basically you put a little heal on somebody, you're going to put your trait on them, which is Zeal, and that buff is going to make it so all of Whitemane's damage is converted into healing for the people that have the Desperate Plea on them. What this is going to do, though, is give you a stack of Desperation, and upon reaching 3 stacks, you're going to be just shitting mana all over the place. There's no other way to explain it. At 1 stack, it doesn't cost a whole lot. At 2 stacks, it costs a lot more, and at 3 stacks, it's basically chunking a third of your mana bar, so it's nasty, and you got to keep track of what you're doing with this ability. Yeah, and then your E is just a big cross. It's going to lay one down to the line and lay another one down on top of it if you hit a hero. It's pretty cool, which is why I like the build starting with a Righteous Flame. Level 4 is going to be an entirely Q talent tier, so based on that, it's hard to give up 1.1 attack range, but I think I'm going to do it for Martyrdom, which is going to increase the amount of heal on our Q for the number of people that we have our trait on, which is going to lead into the alt choice a little bit too. So we'll take Martyrdom, and then from there we're going to take... It's too hard not to take Cleanse, because that's just... You know, what are you going to do? I think you can make a case for this when you're taking the auto attack build, because this is incredibly useful with the amount of healing that Whitemane can put out, so that's good. And then Zealous Spirits, I'm not super sure yet, because I'm not very good at Whitemane at the moment, so I don't really know why you would want to hit 2 stacks faster. But maybe it's just because you get a free Zeal on yourself. Regardless, Intercession is going to be your pick 90% of the time. Our alt choice is going to be the Scarlet Aegis. This did get a cooldown nerf, so this is going to be on a longer... I think it used to be on 50 second cooldown. Yeah, but it's going to be a big AoE heal and a whole lot of armor on a 90-second cooldown, so we're going to pick that up, and then we're going to take Lashing Out, which is going to make our, as long as we hit the second strike of our E, it's going to drop the cooldown on the ability to 1 second, which is super easy when you have your W on someone. and then we take the next talent, Harsh Discipline, which is going to root them and guarantee that they get hit with that second proc of your E button. So let's take that. If it wasn't clear, your W has to be on them to root them. Ta-da. That's how it works. And then at level 20, we're going to take Scarlet Crusade, making our entire team unstoppable for 1 second and giving us 50% more healing on it. I think these are pretty novel talents. I think they're cool, but when you've taken this, there's just really no reason to pick anything else, because this is that big turning team fight ultimate, and making your entire team unstoppable is really, really crazy good. So basically what we're looking at with this build, let's see, here's the healing dummy. What's going to happen is we're going to do most of our burst healing from our E talent. We just got to put the Q on him. See how he's getting some heals from our auto attacks? Give him another Q. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit your E and then your W. That's going to root him, that's going to hit him, then you drop another E. Ta-da! We'll let his life reset, see if we can get some better numbers out of this. So basically, cool, there we go. The combo is going to be Q, W, E. Oh no, it's EW. I'm terrible. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't play healer. I'm not sure if you noticed, or if you've ever heard me mention it in like 5 billion other videos. I know, I'm just beating a dead horse. So Q, EW. We've hit the second one. We're going to drop another. Oh look, we got him again. It's just going to keep rocking it because he's standing still. But in the event that you're in the middle of a team fight and you're managing to proc that second cast of your E enough, you're going to get a lot of burst healing out of the damage that you do there. So let's do one of these. Oh, I did it backwards again because I'm terrible and muscle memory's hard. Toggle cooldowns, that's what that's there for. Do that, put that, do this. There we go. See, it's doing the thing. Then you do one of these. Drop another one. We're hitting plenty of people with the ability. Lots of healing going out. Lots of good stuff happening. Boing. So let's see. Let's go ahead and walk into the tower range. See if I can't make it a little bit cooler. Because healing the target dummy is only going to do so much, right? Boom, there we go. Gonna eat one more in the butt. We're gonna put it on him. We're gonna put it on ourselves. Half of our health back in just that instant. We hit 2 E's with both procs and a couple auto attacks in there and got our entire health bar back. That's pretty freaking nuts. That is an extreme amount of burst healing, but obviously it's in test settings, so there's a lot that can go right for us and not a lot that can go wrong. Check out that skin. It's pretty cool. Did these change at all? Kinda. Not really, I guess. I think that is different, right? Yeah. Maybe not. I don't actually know. What was I doing? Just pop one of these. Boing. You can keep weaving in those auto attacks while your E's dropping too. It's not an ability that you have to stand there and channel, so that's pretty cool. Cleanse him, do one of these. It's good. Boing, rooted. Some pretty serious CC right there with that 1.5 second cooldown, or second root. So yeah, that's basically the E build that I have in my head. We're going to reset the talents, and I'm going to show you the auto attack build. I think with this build, your best bet is going to be Inquisitor's Prayer, just because there's not another talent on this tier that really feels like it synergizes well with the autos. These are both helping a lot with your ability casting, but when you're going to play this build, it feels like you're going to be doing more intermittent ability casting. So having just kind of base buffs to your health and your mana seems like a good idea. From here, we're going to take Unwavering Faith, which is going to increase our auto attack range, and the more people that we have our Zeal buff on, the more damage we are going to do with those auto attacks, which is nuts, might I add. And then here, obviously, oh no, with the auto attack build specifically, Scarlet Wrath. I'm not sure. You probably still take Scarlet Aegis. I don't think that there's going to be much of a reason not to take it, but we'll just say Divine Reckoning for shits and giggles, because it's a pretty decent area, and it's going to give us some mana return on top of the damage it's doing, so it could be good. Only trouble with that is that this does not apply any sort of heals for your team, so you're going to have to do all the application yourself prior to launching that ultimate. At level 13, we're going to take Saintly Greatstaff to increase the healing from our basic attacks by 100%, so double the healing. And then at 16... I would think Shared Punishment would be pretty good, because it's going to chain slow people, and you can essentially get more auto attack power out of that with the lowered armor. And just for fun, since this is it pulls people together, obviously it's a good pick, but I like Purge the Wicked. So let's see what we're looking at here. Lots and lots and lots of shit. No, let's toggle them cooldowns. There it is. Wow, that does not... they gotta be pretty close to bounce, huh? Anyway, let's give this a shot. We'll rip R2, do this, pop this bad boy, then auto attack. I guess we need to take some damage so we can accurately see what we're healing. It says we did 7,000 damage in that big AoE, so I'm assuming that's as much healing as we're gonna do. Hold there, toggle them cooldowns, get the big boy back. There he is. Gonna hit that 2, that one. Oh my god. I didn't have my Q on me. I didn't put my Q on me until midway through that combo and still got my full health bar back. So let's toggle them cooldowns one more time. Walk up to the gates, take some damage. We're going to do this on a single target with just autos instead of the ultimate, because I think the ultimate is supposed to look that ridiculous. There we go. So put our Q here. That's still a pretty intense amount. But plenty of abilities in there, obviously. Trying to figure out. Let's just do pure autos. It's pretty good. You're obviously not going to be auto attacking that fast, but that's very consistent, sustained healing. So, tough to say. Tough to say. And then obviously you'd be using your abilities as kind of your burst heal. But to say that all of that comes from just auto attacks and having 3 buttons to just save, 4 buttons essentially to save someone, pretty good. Seems pretty good. Something tells me that's going to be a difficult build to beat. Let's reset the talents, see what else we got here. Yes, okay, so this talent, every person that you hit with your E is going to reduce the cooldown of your W and your 1 simultaneously. So we'll give Indulgence a shot, why not? 30% move speed is the cap that you're going to have, because you can only apply Zeal to 5 people, and you're probably going to do that by having your ult in the middle of your team. Obviously this
Choose a
one.
talent.
Scarlet Aegis. Now, this one in particular is probably... It's going to be tough to choose between these two because Subjugation working with your W, and we're going to take Shared Punishment as well. So if this is bouncing to 2 people, reducing their damage by 50%. That's really nasty. Like, turning 2 people's damage to half for the duration of your W seems like a ridiculously good team fight ability. Like,
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
oh yeah, that's crazy to think about. And then we'll just go with Fanatical Power, because why not? This is a global cast, by the way, this ability. It's new with this patch. You can do this from anywhere. So let's do number 3. This is permanent. This does not go away. So if this person is running away from, say, Arthas, and Whitemane is engaged down here with another hero, obviously it can't be boss, but another hero, this person is going to be healing for all the damage that Whitemane does. So just like think about that for a second. If you have a split pusher towards the end of the game and someone goes up there on the enemy team to deal with them, and Whitemane has this buff on them while it's a 4v4 in the bottom lane, she's healing her team down there. She's also healing the person in the top lane, like, or the one who's split pushing. So that seems like a stupidly good ability in that specific situation, though. Like, you're going to get obviously a lot more out of these two in more broad sense, but yeah, no, this seems cool. This seems really cool. I like the idea. Obviously, the whole combo doesn't really change a whole lot. It's still boop, boop. Look at them, they shrank. Isn't that neat? It's adorable. We're going to put our E there, reduce the cooldown on our W a little bit. Negative 10 armor and 50% less damage. Pop that there. Just keep auto attacking. Get some stuff going on in the middle. That's a really cool sound effect too. Now that is only us hitting 2 people with both the beginning and the after of Searing Lash. So we only got it down to 4 seconds. Let's see though. If we do this. Oh, I did that backwards, huh? I mean, it's still decent. Let's say, okay, E1. 6 seconds. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Definitely seems like the weaker of the 3 builds. But again, I mean, there's no real telling how well this is doing unless I see it in a team fight. So it's really speculation at this point. And that's going to about do it for me, though. As far as talents and builds go for this character, I think she's going to be a lot more fun, so I'm going to probably be more apt to pick her up in some newer videos. But as far as I could tell, there you go. Those are the builds. This is the least impactful build, I think. And then other ones, you're going to be looking at Inquisitor's Prayer. This is for the auto attack build. Unwavering Faith, Scarlet Wrath, Divine Reckoning, Saintly Greatstaff, probably Shared Punishment. Yeah. And then I like Purge of the Wicked, but that can be anything you want. And then for the more fun burst build, you're going to take Righteous Flame, Martyrdom,
Choose a talent.
and Intercession,
talent.
Scarlet
Choose a
Aegis,
talent.
Lashing Out,
Choose a talent.
Harsh Discipline,
Choose a talent.
Scarlet Crusade. There you go. Have fun. Play around the PTR if you can. I'm probably going to goof around with some bots, see what's going on. And then I'm going to get you a Junkrat too. So, incoming. Have yourself a great time. See you in the next one.